3, 2, 1, go!
There is no better way to build strength in every aspect of our running than to run hills. Runners often ask me how to get faster. That's easy. Find a hill. Find a hill and then run it. Run up it, run down it, run fast, run slow, run long, run short. Run that hill and keep running it until it's no longer a question of getting faster, but of how fast you want to become.
Hi, I'm Pete Magill.
And I'm Grace Padilla.
And we're here to show you 5 different ways you can use hills to become stronger runners.
And faster.
When I attended Locking Out a High more than 3 decades ago, we had one of the best middle distance programs in California, with 4 or 5 runners who could break 2 minutes for the 800 every year. One year we had 8. What was our secret? It was simple. Coach Pat Logan's regimen of long hill runs for endurance, short hill reps for speed, and long hill reps for strength.
That's a lot of hills.
And for good reason. You see, it's force, not speed, that builds muscle strength. We can run fast reps on the track until the cows come home, but we won't improve our strength the way that hills can.
Pete, so you can build muscles like these?
Actually, we can build 3 different types of muscle fiber: slow twitch, intermediate, and fast twitch, that are vital to runners. A fiber is simply what we call a muscle cell. Distance runners have lots of slow twitch fibers. Slow twitch produces less force than the other fibers, but they work aerobically and they take a long time to tire out. This makes them perfect for endurance events. Middle distance runners, like Grace, have lots of intermediate fibers. Intermediates produce more force than slow twitch, making for long, powerful strides. Now, sprinters have a high percentage of fast twitch fibers. Fast twitch produce the most force of all, but since they only work anaerobically, they're only good for short bursts of running.
And hills build all 3?
Absolutely.
Then let's go do some.
No matter our hill workout, we always begin with 2 to 3 miles of easy running for a warm-up. For today's hill climbs, we're being joined by Angie, Emily, Jeff, Gray, and Robert. If our workout calls for hill repetitions, we'll want to add some strides after our easy run.
Today we're focusing on 5 different hill workouts: long hill runs, long hill repeats, short hill repeats, hill springing and bounding, and downhill strides.
Let's do it.
By all means.
We'll begin with a workout for building our slow twitch fibers. Nothing works better than a long run that includes a long hill. Start easy, incorporate a half mile to a mile of moderately steep uphill into your long run, and only do it every 2nd or 3rd week. As your fitness improves, up that total to 2 to 3 miles, and keep the pace easy. Remember that simply because we are running uphill, we're increasing the force demands on our slow twitch fibers. We'll recruit some intermediate fibers too, but we don't want to go overboard. Running harder than necessary won't give us a better workout. It will just restrict our volume of hill work and lengthen the time we need to recover.
To strengthen all our intermediate fibers, we up the force and the intensity. That's where long hill repeats come in.
All the way up?
That depends on our fitness. We should start with 4 to 8 30-second reps, then maybe increase the duration of the repetition each workout session until we reach a maximum of 90 seconds.
Gray, Emily, and Jeff are doing 90-second repeats. They're working hard enough to force their intermediate fibers into action, but not so fast that they recruit the big guns, their fast twitch fibers. Whatever length repetition you run, you should always run a pace that would allow you to go at least twice as far. And however many reps you choose, you should always finish a long hill rep workout feeling as if you have another rep or 2 in you. For recovery, jog back to the base of the hill, then walk, don't run or jog, until your total rest period is 2 to 3 minutes for shorter reps, 4 to 5 minutes for longer ones.
Short hill repeats are the best workout there is for strengthening our fast twitch fibers. They also recruit a wider range of muscle fibers, which we then incorporate into our stride. Plus, they reduce our inhibition.
Reduce it more than it already is?
Not that kind of inhibition. Flex your bicep, Grace. In order for Grace to flex her bicep, her tricep must relax. The same holds true for our quadriceps and for our hamstrings. In order for one to contract, the other must relax. Because of the intense knee lift involved in steep hill reps, our need for reduced inhibition is magnified, and our body responds by giving it to us. The result is a smoother, faster stride. Now, where do you think we should start our reps? Closer!
Yeah!
No, closer!
I give up. How far?
Actually, about 40 to 60 yards is fine. Or if you're going by time, 8 to 10 seconds. Remember, this workout isn't about endurance. We're generating enough force to get our fast twitch fibers jumping. We can't sustain that for very long, and we shouldn't.
3, 2, 1, go!
We run these at 90 to 95% effort, just under an all-out sprint. Start with 4 to 5 reps, then build up over a few sessions to 8 to 12. At the top, turn and walk back to the start, then wait until 2 to 3 minutes have passed before starting your next rep. Take my advice, take the full rest.
A great way to build up our strength and improve our stride is to incorporate a couple technique drills, high skipping and bounding, into our hill work.
We use a moderate grade for this exercise. In this case, we're on the same hill we used for long hill reps. In high skipping or springing, we drive upward off our toes, then land on the same foot before rolling forward onto our opposite foot and then springing again. At the top, turn and jog back toward the start. Wait a minute, then start the next rep. 2 or 3 reps of each drill is fine. An alternative favored by the late New Zealand coach Arthur Lydiard was to incorporate springing and bounding into a mile loop, one that also included downhill strides. As another idea, alternate the drills with short or long hill reps. In bounding, we drive off one foot, hover in the air like Michael Jordan or Willie Banks, and then land on the opposite foot, immediately initiating another bound.
Our final hill climb, well, isn't. When we run downhill fast, our quads have to contract and relax at the same time. This puts a huge stress on our muscle fibers, which results in fiber damage, which leads to some nasty soreness a couple days later.
The good news is that the soreness actually triggers a response in our body that prevents future quad soreness, as well as rebuilding those muscles much stronger than before. Whenever my quads start aching, I schedule a session of downhill strides. Now when you get to the bottom, you're going to want to either walk or jog back to the top, and then start again. Start with a couple of these, and never do more than a few.
Good job, ladies.
Okay, that's it for today's hill climbs, except for the most important part. Because they're so physically demanding, don't run more than 1 or 2 hill sessions of any kind in a single week, and only run hills 2 to 3 weeks a month. That said,
If you want to train hard, you have to keep it up.
uphill.
That's what I said. Say goodbye, Pete.
Goodbye, Pete.
That's a wrap.
Woo! Yay!
At least get a free breakfast out of this.